Irina Vassillion, owner, Quickies Quality Car Wash, 2197 Sampson Avenue. Little did we know 8 years ago, when we chose to leverage everything we own to purchase a failing car wash in Corona, that the five of you would someday steal our business, everything we worked so hard to build, everything we sacrificed, that you would take it away from us. You don't have to take our property to steal our business. You just have to make it impossible for people to see us and access us. Do you think that 2 years of construction and dust with street closures will increase our business? Who's going to compensate us for our loss? I'm not sure that you truly understand what our business is worth. There's no money in your budget to compensate us for our losses. Food for Less said they will close their doors. All the centers around will die. Is this the plan, Mr. Talbert, to kill all of the local businesses so KPC can come in and purchase all our properties for dirt cheap? Is that the plan? Do you know anything about the $1.8 billion contract with the city that Dr. Chaudhry is raving about on all of his personal websites? Have you guys gone and Googled his website to see what he's bragging he's doing on the land that you're eminent domaining? Nelson and Daryl Talbert, you can tell the council all day that we're crying because we want more money, but in reality, we won't get any money. There's no money in the budget for us. You have $24.5 million in road costs, $16.5 million for loss of goodwill. That's not even enough to eminent domain the Padillas and the Shell station. The rest of us, small businesses, you're killing through inverse domain. We will receive nothing. We will lose everything. Mr. Murphy, eminent domain attorney representing KPC at the last study session, made it very clear that we will get not anything because eminent domain law is very precise. Yes, it's in the name of a public works project, but is it really? You had so many other alternatives that wouldn't hurt local businesses. Mr. Talbert and Nelson did not adequately explore the other options. Is there a hidden agenda? Mr. Talbert, where is the cost study for the $200 million Railover Road? I would like to see that cost study. You've lied to us about how this is a public works project. It's not a public works project. It is a means for KPC to get their hands on land that they're counting on for their private gain. Mr. Talbert, you did not give the council members the information they requested on the grade separation at prior study sessions, and you did not give the local businesses adequate notice that this project will be discussed and what's happening. Before I leave, I'd like to share a small story with you. I met a customer at the car wash recently. Very nice, honest lady. Turns out she's a mom, a small business woman, and a Christian woman, as I am. Her great-grandfather was the mayor of Carter Lake for 39 consecutive years. From his legacy, she learned this, and I will quote her. It's hard to make everyone happy, so who do you default to? You default to who it would impact the most, whose lives have been spent to build a city. The five of you, on the other hand, are creating a legacy that's the opposite of that. You are voting to destroy hundreds of businesses and thousands of lives, and this will be your legacy if you continue with this scam. And Mr. Scott, a hospital does not justify killing hundreds of local businesses. The difference between the mayor that served 39 consecutive years and the five of you is that he had a sincerity towards his brothers and sisters. He actually cared about people. If you did the same, there would be no need for a recall. One would have to be deaf and blind not to see there is an injustice happening. It is very obvious and heartbreaking.